Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à Learn French by Suchita. Je m'appelle Suchita, votre enseignante de la langue française et cette fois-ci on va apprendre les professions. I'm Suchita, your French language instructor, and in this video we are going to study the professions. Okay, so the professions are, for example, businessman, housewife, electrician, postman. These are all professions. So we are going to study that. Now, there are two categories, masculin singulier and féminin singulier. Okay, side by side I'll keep on telling you what are the rules to make the professions feminine. Okay, so let's move on to the first one. It's advocate. What do we say to an advocate? Advocate is avocat. The pronunciation is avocat. So the first rule to make the profession feminine is generally we add E in order to make it feminine. So what have I done? I've simply added E and it became feminine. Okay, so this is avocat, 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 avocat. Next, shopkeeper. Shopkeeper is commerçant. The pronunciation is commerçant. I simply added E in order to make it feminine and the pronunciation became commerçante. Commerçant, commerçante. The next is electrician. Electrician is électricien. The pronunciation is électricien. Now, the second rule is if your profession ends with EN. If the profession ends with EN, then you put E-double-N-E. It will apply in all of the cases. Électricien. The feminine will be électricienne with double N-E. Électricien, électricienne. Now, the next is mechanic. Mechanic is mécanicien. The pronunciation is mécanicien. Now, similar rule. Rule number 2 was if it is ending with EN, we'll make it E-double-N-E. Mécanicienne. Mécanicien, mécanicienne. The next is musician. Musician is musicien. The pronunciation is musicien. Same rule. Ending with EN, so E-double-N-E. Musicienne. Musicien, musicienne. The next, third rule. If your profession ends with T-E-U-R, if the profession ends with T-E-U-R, we are going to cut T-E-U-R and we will apply T-R-I-C-E. Okay, so it is actor. What do we say? Acteur. Et féminin, say actrice. The next is director. Directeur. The pronunciation is directeur. Ending with T-E-U-R, we are going to cut T-E-U-R and we will apply trice, T-R-I-C-E. So, directeur et directrice. Directeur, directrice. The next is postman. So, postman is facteur. The pronunciation is facteur. Now, ending with T-E-U-R. We are going to cut T-E-U-R and we'll apply T-R-I-C-E. Factrice. Facteur et factrice. School teacher. School teacher is known as instituteur. The pronunciation is instituteur. We are going to cut T-E-U-R and we'll apply trice. So, instituteur et institutrice. The pronunciation is institutrice. On les répète. Avocat, avocate. Commerçant, commerçante. Électricien, électricienne. Mécanicien, mécanicienne. Musicien, musicienne. Acteur, actrice. Directeur, directrice. Facteur, factrice. Instituteur et finalement institutrice. Now there are three rules that I just told you in order to make them feminine. The first was we generally add E. The second rule was if the masculine form is ending with EN, we apply E-double-N-E. Et la troisième, if it is ending with TEUR, we will cut TEUR and instead we'll put TRICE. The next profession is hairdresser. Hairdresser, what do we say? Coiffeur. The pronunciation is coiffeur. Now, here comes the fourth rule. If your profession ends with EUR, I told you if your profession ends with TEUR, then we cut TEUR and we put TRICE. Now here comes the next rule. If your profession ends with EUR, then you cut EUR and you put EUSE. Okay, these two rules are different. It is not ending with TEUR, it is ending with EUR. So coiffeur et coiffeuse. Coiffeur, coiffeuse. Next, dancer. Dancer we call as danseur. The pronunciation is danseur. Similar rule, ending with EUR, we'll cut EUR and we'll put EUSE. So danseur et danseuse. Danseur, danseuse. Next is waiter. Waiter is serveur. The pronunciation is serveur. EUR, cut and put EUSE. Serveur, serveuse. Okay. The next is vendor. We call vendor as vendeur. The pronunciation is vendeur. EUR, EUSE. So vendeur et vendeuse. Ça c'est vendeuse. The next is singer, which is an exception. I'll tell you why. Singer, what do we say singer? Chanteur. The pronunciation is chanteur. Now, it is ending with TEUR. Yes? The rule should have been we cut TEUR and we put TRICE. So, the feminine should have been chantrice according to the rule. Yes? So now, but it is an exception. It is TEUR ending, but it takes the rule of EUR. Okay? So, what will be the feminine? Chanteur et chanteuse. C'est une exception. It is an exception. Please take care. And it is the only exception in terms of profession. So, chanteur et chanteuse. Next, butcher. Butcher is the person who sells meat. Okay? What do we say butcher? Boucher. The pronunciation is boucher. The next rule which comes over here is if your profession ends with ER, then what do? You put ERE and on the first E there would be an accent grave. Okay? So ça c'est boucher et bouchère. Boucher, bouchère. Next is baker. The one who works in a bakery. Boulanger. The pronunciation is boulanger, ending with ER. Boulangère. Boulanger, boulangère. The next is cook. Cook is cuisinier. The pronunciation is cuisinier, ending with ER. So, accent grave et E. Cuisinier, cuisinière. Cuisinier, cuisinière. The next is nurse. Infirmier. The pronunciation is infirmier. ER, accent grave et E. Infirmier, infirmière. Infirmier, infirmière. On les répète. Répétez après moi. Coiffeur, coiffeuse. Danseur, danseuse. Serveur, serveuse. Vendeur, vendeuse. Chanteur, chanteuse. C'est une exception. Boucher, bouchère. Boulanger, boulangère. Cuisinier, cuisinière. Infirmier et finalement infirmière. Now, I have told you 5 rules. What were the 5 rules? Let's repeat them. The first rule was we generally add E in order to make it feminine. The second rule was if it is ending with EN, so we put ENNE. Troisième, c'était if it is ending with TEUR, we cut T-E-U-R and we put T-R-I-C-E. Fourth, if it is ending with E-U-R, we cut E-U-R and we put E-U-S-C. Et la cinquième, c'était, if it is ending with E-R, we put un accent grave et E. In the next video, we shall look some other professions with some other rules.